Today we have with us Mr. Vikrant Panchnanda, Advocate, Supreme Court of India, and Managing Editor, India Law Journal. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So, can you please describe the work undertaken by you as the founder and managing editor of India Law Journal? What are the efforts required to maintain such a reputed journal?
India Law Journal was something which I started back in 2008. Since then, we have evolved from a journal which not only focused on publishing articles, interviews, legal news, but we have now evolved into a legal policy making tool which can assist legal policy makers in the years to come. We've got a team of around 50 researchers at Team ILJ, where we are now working on various laws existing in the country, as well as new laws where amendments are required, and trying to sort of help in policy making in with regard to these bills and laws that the team is working on. Also, the articles are now focusing more on issues that affect the country, both internationally and domestically, from a legal perspective. We have an editor-in-chief who is leading this team of 45 to 50 editors, and so therefore it is no doubt you have a big team, and there are a lot of issues that need to be taken into consideration with respect to running of the journal, whether it is day-to-day functioning of the journal, policy making issues that come up, and of course new initiatives that we keep taking from time to time. So the idea is to, of course, balance your time between practicing as a lawyer and, of course, running the journal. But of course, I think it's all about time management and sort of knowing how to manage your time in a better manner. And I think that's about it.
So, we see you have done two LLMs, one from Cornell Law School, followed by another LLM from Leiden Law School. However, the LLM program at Leiden was 2 years, which was quite different from the traditional 1 year LLM program. So, can you please tell us about this difference in LLM programs?
Well, the LLM at Cornell was around 9 months, but around 9 months, which is the traditional time in the US. The Leiden LLM was actually a 1 year program, but I did it over a span of 2 years because I was actually practicing in India as a lawyer in the Supreme Court and at the High Court and other tribunals, and therefore I was basically traveling to Leiden on a periodic basis from Delhi, and the Leiden LLM program, which is the program in Advanced Air and Space Law, which I did, allows aviation professionals to who are working alongside to do the LLM over 2 years instead of 1 year. So I ended up being a part of 2 classes, but I did have to keep attending classes on a periodic basis and giving whatever examinations and projects and other things that were essential for getting this degree.
So, what is your opinion on the recent trend in law schools wherein graduates work in law firms for 1 or 2 years and then shift to litigation? From your own experience, is it difficult to make such a switch?
Well, I think if you're working in a law firm and you're doing corporate law and you realize that you want to switch to litigation, the earlier you do it, the better. I moved within 10-11 months to litigation. While corporate law, no doubt that experience was very enriching and I still find it very helpful today. But at the same time, if you're litigating, the idea is to, get into litigation at the earliest, because litigation involves spending a lot of time in courts, and therefore the longer you take to get into litigation, it's starting from scratch from that very day itself. As far as moving the switch is concerned, it's not a very difficult switch. The reason being that even when you're in a law firm, you are researching on case laws, you are researching on various legislations, because you are giving legal opinions at the end of the day to clients, even when you are doing corporate law in a law firm. Yes, the court atmosphere is something which tends to be is something different. But since I had already done it when I was doing litigation-related internships, so I was familiar as to what a court was like and the environment with respect to courtrooms, and therefore it wasn't really something difficult to switch. But I would say it was a welcome move.
So you talked about litigation. So what advice would you give to the law students which would help them in networking, since it is a very important part of litigation?
Well, I think networking indeed is networking and building good relationships. It's an essential part not only of litigation, but I think of every profession. As far as litigation is concerned, I think it's very important to be friendly with people whom you meet on a regular basis in court. Try and build a good rapport with counsels and senior counsels whom you are briefing, and of course, and therefore I think that sort of can help you build a good network. Also, try and familiarize yourself and be friendly with other people, say juniors to various counsels in court. So I think if that's something you can maintain a good relationship with all these people, whether it is juniors of counsels themselves, when you brief them on a regular basis, I think you're probably building a good relationship with everyone.
So a last question. Sir, any message or advice you would like to give to the brilliant law graduates or who are going to graduate in our year?
Well, I think you should first of all do whatever you enjoy doing the most. Don't get into corporate law or any other field of law just because if it's the money that attracts you, because that's something you will maybe repent when you get into the field if you don't enjoy your work. For me, the mantra has always been to do something where you feel you're on a holiday every day, and that is what I would tell people. Um, I, of course, deeply believe in APJ Abdul Kalam, the late President of India, is saying that dreams are those that do not let you sleep but keep you awake. And so I think all the best to the students, and they should do what they enjoy the most. When I came to GNLU in 2012, first time since I passed out of law school, I remember entering a room in the hostels, and I see on the wall GNLU equal to Amarchand Mangaldas equal to 15 lakhs, and the boy did not even know what he wanted to do in Amarchand Mangaldas. So I think that should not be the mantra, but it should be do what you enjoy doing the most. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable